Everyone knows Christian Horner. This dude has helped Red Bull achieve some seriously amazing things and has left a legacy that'll last a long, long time. But what's the deal with the man behind the legend? From his famous Spice Girl wife to his gorgeous houses and impressive car collection that resembles James Bond's collection, we're going to give you the lowdown on how the Red Bull boss spends his millions. Welcome to the F1 Wealthy Update, where we peel back the curtain and take a look at the glam lives of these speed demons. From their fat paychecks to their flashy rides and fancy lifestyles, we'll give you a VIP tour of how these people live it up and spend their cash. So let's dive in and see what makes Christian Horner more than just a racing superstar, but a well-rounded, multifaceted individual with a heart of gold. Christian Horner is the team principal of Red Bull Racing, one of the most successful teams in the history of Formula One, but he wasn't always in the fast lane. Horner started his career as a racing driver, but soon realized he had more interest in managing a team. In 1997, he created Arden in Formula 3000 and took a big financial risk to make it a success. He secured a partnership with Lukoil and then bought back the share, leading the team to win the championship in 2003. In 2005, Red Bull Racing appointed him as team principal, becoming the youngest boss in F1 history at the age of 32. There's a fun fact that the owner of former Red Bull, Dietrich Mateschitz, did not know who Horner was when he was signed. Red Bull Racing saw its peak in the 2010s, with Sebastian Vettel winning multiple championships and the team becoming constructors' champions. However, the hybrid era brought challenges for the team with Renault's unreliable engine. Horner made a bold move by bringing young Max Verstappen into the team in 2016, which turned out to be a good gamble. Horner is known for creating a close-knit team with a good atmosphere, and he trusts his specialists to do their job. This is evident in the team's pit crew, who perform excellently even under pressure. Horner's leadership style and the team's success has earned him the respect of fans and colleagues in the F1 world. So there you have it, a thrilling and somewhat humorous rundown of Christian Horner's journey in the racing world. Speaking of behind the wheel, let's take a moment to get to know the driving force behind Horner. Christian Horner and Geri Halliwell are the ultimate power couple in the world of Formula One racing. They first locked eyes on each other in 2014, and it was a match made in heaven. They got hitched the following year and have been inseparable ever since. Not only are they both successful in their own right, but they've also blended their families with children from previous relationships. Geri Halliwell, more commonly known as Ginger Spice, is a woman of many talents. She's a pop singer, songwriter, actress, author, and fashion designer all in one. In the 1990s, she took the world by storm as a member of the legendary girl group, the Spice Girls. The group's debut album, Spice, was a massive hit, and they still hold the title of the best-selling girl group of all time, but Geri's talents don't stop there. She's also tried her hand at being a nightclub dancer, a TV presenter, and even graced the pages of glamour magazines. Geri Horner is a mother to 16-years-old Bluebell and Monty, who is 5 years old. She is also a stepmother to her husband, Christian's 8-year-old daughter, Olivia. Being one of the biggest pop stars of her era, Geri has amassed a massive fan following and obviously the dough. Her net worth is reported to be around $40 million. Geri is obsessed with Aston Martin. Her first one was Aston Martin DB7. Since then, she's had a V8 Vantage, classic DB5 Vantage, and more recently, a Red Vantage. When they're not in the fast-paced world of Formula One, Christian and Geri like to escape to their quiet and serene farmhouse in North London. They live there with their children, Bluebell and Monty, surrounded by nature and far away from the bright lights of the city. While most celebrities love to live life in the fast lane, Christian and Geri have found peace and happiness in their simple and tranquil life on the farm. It's not just their love story that's amazing, but also the way they choose to live their lives. They've proven that success, fame, and money don't equate to happiness. The couple has a property in North London, as well as a Banbury country estate that doubles as a hobby farm. This is where they spend most of their time, and Geri loves to show off the animals she feeds on her Instagram: horses, donkeys, goats, and chickens. Christian calls the farm the perfect place to relax and escape the fast pace of his work life. The couple has been restoring the farm and just finished converting their main house into a posh barn, making it their pet project. With Red Bull's success and their personal DIY project, it's safe to say that Horner and his family is living their best lives. Being the boss of a Formula One team, Horner obviously would have some supercars to his name. His favorite one is the legendary Aston Martin DB5 that he gifted himself when he turned 40. This $650,000 car is like a suave, sophisticated British gentleman from the 60s, with a charming personality and a twinkle in its headlights. It's the epitome of cool, just like Sean Connery's James Bond, who drove one in the movie Goldfinger. But don't let its charming demeanor fool you. This car means business. With a 4.0 engine and a top speed of 140 mph, it's not just a pretty face. It's got the power to back up its style. This baby comes equipped with all sorts of fancy gadgets like retractable tire slashers, a bulletproof shield, and even an oil slick dispenser. Talk about being prepared for anything. This is literally the car version of Christian Horner. The Red Bull team principal also has a McLaren 720S. This $310,000 supercar is like a mischievous imp that loves to play pranks on gravity. It's got a 4.0-liter V8 engine that's just dying to rev its head off and let out a scream that'll make your hair stand on end. With 710 horsepower and 568 lb-ft of torque, the 720S can hit 60 mph in just 2.8 seconds. That's faster than you can say, "Hold my beer." It's reported that Horner also owns a Willy Jeep, which was actually a gift to him by his wife. Not a bad collection, right? Christian Horner is a man with a big heart and even bigger achievements in the sports world. But let's be real, this guy's life is so much more than just sports. He knows what it's like to work hard for what you want because he's been there himself. That's why he's a champion for the everyday person and never forgets to give back. Have you heard of the Wing Walk Challenge for the RNLI? Yeah, that's one of Christian's favorite charities. He loves supporting a group that saves lives at sea. Talk about being a hero in more ways than one. And the Jake Fox Fund? That's another one of Christian's pet projects. This guy is all about helping kids and young people with disabilities and life-limiting conditions. What a guy! Christian's charitable initiatives show us that he's all about making a difference and spreading some good in the world. Who would have thought that taking a chance on a young Christian Horner would pay off so big for Red Bull? 18 years later, Red Bull Racing is now a top contender in Formula One with a combined 16 wins under their belt in 2022, thanks to drivers Verstappen and Perez. With Horner at the helm as the longest-serving team principal in F1 history, Red Bull has climbed to the 5th spot on the all-time wins list with 91 victories. Talk about a winning streak, but let's be real, hiring Horner wasn't exactly a walk in the park. It was a risky move for Red Bull, especially since they could have easily hired someone more experienced. But hey, sometimes taking a chance on the underdog pays off in a big way. And that's exactly what happened with Red Bull. They kept the faith in Horner and other key members even during the tough times when other teams were on a hot streak, and now they're the ones sitting pretty on the F1 throne. It really is a story of starting from nothing and reaching the top of the world. Christian Horner is not only a boss in the office, but he's also raking in the dough. A contract extension until 2026 with a salary of $10 million a year, that's some serious money. And while we don't know much about any bonuses he might be getting, you can bet that with Red Bull's recent success, he's probably getting a little extra something. Plus, with a reported net worth of $50 million, he's definitely living the high life. Horner does not endorse any brands other than Red Bull and Porsche. But let's not forget, Christian's influence goes beyond just his salary. Just the thought of him leaving caused Porsche to back out of a deal with the team in 2022. That's some serious power. Unlike Toto Wolff at Mercedes, Christian doesn't have any direct stakes in Red Bull Racing, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have a huge impact on the team. He's a true leader both in the office and on the track. So there you have it, folks. Christian Horner, the man with the Midas touch. He's making waves in the sports world and raking in the cash, all while being a boss in the office and making a difference in the world. Not a bad gig, if you ask me. Do you think there's a better team principal in Formula One than Christian Horner? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to our channel, F1 Wealthy Update, for regular updates on F1 characters and their wealth status.